All right, guys, let's take a look at algebraic expressions. So we've got three types of questions here, and the first one will be simplify. And so let me write this in here. So it goes 2x plus 3 times x plus 4 minus 8. Okay, so when you get something like this, we want to think we need to distribute this thing right here first. So we'll sort of carry down the rest of the stuff. So we got that 2x. Right, when we see this, we multiply 3 times the x and the 3 times the 4. So it's 2x plus 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12 minus 8. Okay, and so then we can just look to combine, right? So we have this 2x and 3x, which we combine, and we have this 12 minus 8, which we combine. So 2x plus 3x is 5x, and 12 minus 8 is 4. There we go. That's all you got to do. And then we've got 5x plus 4. That's our answer. We're happy with that. And our first question is done with. And that's just the simplify, right? Simplify almost always is going to mean combine like terms. That's a math expression, combine like terms. This means terms that are similar to each other, right? So there we combine the x's, and then we combine the numbers that didn't have a variable. Okay, so next we're going to do plug in. All right, I might go. I was going to go text mode, but never mind. We've got some exponents and stuff. Okay, so plug in. So that first they're going to give us something at the top. So here it says x equals -3. Okay, and then they give us this little formula. Okay, so then the formula will be, so we'll put like a little semicolon kind of thing. 2x squared plus 4x minus 10. Okay, and then they want us to solve for that. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to be taking this -3 and plugging it in where these x's are. Sorry, terrible arrow. Okay, so we start off, we have that 2x squared, right? So that means we have 2 times -3 squared plus, we have that 4x there, right? 4 times -3 minus 10. Okay. So now if we kind of just keep going down here, so -3 squared is just -3 times -3. That's 9. Push this up a little bit. Okay, so that gets rid of that squared. 4 times -3 is -12. Make sure we don't just write it as 12. -12 minus 10. Okay, 2 times, then we keep going down here one more time. That's 18. And we got -12 minus 10. That will give us a -22. And now we can finally just subtract this guy out and get -4. Okay, so hopefully that all made sense and I didn't do it too fast, right? But all we really did was plug in the -3 where the x's were up here, right? So up here at the top, we just plugged in -3 right there for x, plugged in -3 right there for x. We had to square this guy, -3 squared, to get to 9. And then the rest was just kind of simple multiplication and then some subtraction at the end. And that's all we got to do. So that's plugging in. That's how that one works. And eraser again. And this last one is a bit tricky. I'm going to warn you. Okay. If you know how to do the first two, we're looking pretty good on this section, right? Even if you don't. But we can learn how to do the last one. It's not impossible by any stretch. Okay. So this one it says x equals 9, y equals 1/3 x. And then kind of combining these two, and then it says they want to know xy divided by 2. Okay. So when we first see that, it looks like most people just see that and we're like, well, I'll just pick answer C or whatever. So if we want to find the value of y, right, x isn't too bad, right? X equals 9. We could have handled that if they would have just given us like a regular number for y. Okay, but we know, if you just sit here and think about it for a second, we know that x is 9, right? Because we know that x is 9 from right here. Yeah? Okay, so let's talk about plugging in that x and see if that, plug in that 9 rather, and see if we can do that, right? So if x is 9, and it says y equals 1/3 times x, sometimes you just got to say it a few times, right? Y is 1/3 times x. X is 9. Okay, so 1/3 times x is really 1/3 times 9. Yes, that's the key point, right? The rest of the stuff is pretty simple math, right? But a lot of times people can't just make that connection. Part of it is taking your time, part of it watching somebody else do it a couple times, and then doing it yourself. Okay, so 1/3 times 9 is 3. 1 times 9 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, so now we know that y is 3. So if they had told you in the beginning that x equals 9, y equals 3, and what is xy divided by 2, probably would have felt better about it, right? So now we know we've got x is 9, y is 3, divided by 2. Okay, 9 times 3 is 27, divided by 2. And 27 divided by 2 is 13.5. That's the answer. Okay, so it really wasn't as bad as maybe it looked when we started, right? The key point there was that when you have, is that you just need to be looking to plug in that x for 1/3, or plug, sorry, I keep saying that, plug in 9 for x, so that 1/3 x equaled 3. And once we have that, then solving it was pretty straightforward math. So anyway, hopefully that helps you out, and I will see you on the next video.